Good afternoon. I don't know about you, but on Tuesday, I was pretty cold. And then on last Friday, I was warm enough, and maybe even today, warm enough to have the air conditioner on in my car. What do you make of weather that is hot one day and cold the next? Is this typical weather for our state? These extremes have occurred in what is considered the winter season here in North Carolina. Al Gore's documentary, An Inconvenient Truth, states that the last 10 years have gotten hotter and hotter, with 2005 being the hottest year on record. In North Carolina, this could lead to very serious problems. Global warming has a significant impact on the state of North Carolina and is not just an event that occurs around the world. In the next few minutes, I will focus on legislation being considered to reduce global warming, as well as the impact it causes on the environment and economical climates of North Carolina. Legislation has been introduced to establish policies that will address the issue. Global warming is the rise in the Earth's temperatures caused by certain gases, such as carbon dioxide, that mixes within the atmosphere. The Climate Stewardship Act was introduced to the Senate by Joe Lieberman and John McCain in 2003 and again in 2005. The bill places a cap on the number of emissions of carbon dioxide that companies are allowed, thus reducing the number of emissions into the atmosphere. Although the bill did not pass, the government has now focused attention on these problems. Numerous state and House hearings on the issue of global warming have culminated in the American Energy and Security Act, which passed on June 26, 2009. This act addressed the creation of energy jobs, addressed reducing the emissions, and promote clean energy usage. This passed the House of Representatives, but not the Senate. As we move away from the legislation, let's consider how global warming will directly affect North Carolina. The temperatures here in North Carolina have increased by 1.2 degrees Fahrenheit, and various forms of precipitation have increased by 5% in the last century. With these increases in temperature, there will be subsequent heat waves that will follow. We can expect to see more heat-related deaths, diseases caused by insect carriers, and a rise in the number of hurricanes and flash floodings due to the ocean temperatures being warmer. Rising sea levels will also endanger the shorelines of North Carolina. In fact, most of the shorelines are now at a high or very high risk level. My last point will focus on how economics fall into play as we consider global warming. Global warming will have a significant impact on the economics of North Carolina. With the increase of these expected storms, tourism will decline, causing financial losses to area businesses. This would affect the fishing industry and cause property values to decrease, as well as cause a rise in insurance costs. But on the other hand, proponents of the Climate Stewardship Act project that such a bill would cause an increase of 15,000 jobs by 2015 in North Carolina, and also in the manufacturing and construction industries. We as consumers would benefit by seeing more energy-efficient improvements and breathing cleaner air. In conclusion, we can clearly see that legislation is needed to address global warming due to the environmental and economic impacts it has on our state. Global warming is a subject that North Carolinians should take seriously because it affects us as well as the entire world. So the next time you find yourself cold one day and hot the next, remember, global warming is your neighbor as well. Thank you.